What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Grave here, and we're going to be talking about the My Hero Academia One's Justice developer reveal, what we want to happen at Jump Festa, and a lot more today here on Grave TV. So let's go.
Light and darkness crisscross. It got my crew pissed off. It's like my wrist off. I'm writing rhymes till time hits for my mind is a PM.
So, My Hero Academia One's Justice developer reveal. So, Shonen Games just put up that Byking, a developer subsidiary of, I think, Taito is how you say it, and Square Enix, have just been revealed, the devs for My Hero Academia. I was kind of thrown for a loop for this. I didn't really know who they were, so I looked into it a little bit, and also there was a dude on Twitter who dropped some knowledge that they are the devs behind Gundam Versus and the Gunslinger series. And I mean, you know, they also developed a game back in the PS1 days. Now, I don't know if that was still their name back then, but they also developed a game called Rival Schools, which is like one of my favorite PlayStation fighting games ever. But I haven't seen that type of game from them in their recent releases. So the Gundam Versus, I didn't really care for too much, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, so their pedigree is Gundam Versus, the Gunslinger series. They helped on development of Marvel vs. Capcom and Street Fighter 3, and then they did Rival Schools. I want to talk about my concerns, my hopes, what I also want to see happening at Jump Festa in a couple weeks, and so let's get into it. I mean, we'll go with concerns first. It's concerning that they're the ones that get the nod for the development of this game, strictly because I'm a huge Gundam fan. Like, since the Toonami days when I was, like 11, 12 years old, watching Toonami and waiting for Gundam Wing to come on every day, I think around 5 o'clock. I've loved Gundam, and I just could not get into Gundam Versus. Like, I tried the beta, and who knows, maybe the actual release of the game is in a much better state, but the game that I played during the beta was not engaging. It was cool to see all the mobile suits, but like it felt very, very bland, dull. Like, there wasn't a lot of responsiveness, like in terms of moment to moment combat. In my opinion, I didn't like it. And for me, like, you slap mobile suits on anything and I'm already in. So it's just concerning. It's concerning that, Byking, your very last release was a game that I just could not get into, especially something that I love, and that's why I'm having a little bit of trepidation right now. I'm kind of reeling from the news because I need to love One's Justice. Like, I fucking love My Hero Academia, so I need to love this game. And knowing that they've developed, Gundam Versus is just making me pause. And, and I'm also concerned, like I said, I'm concerned about, like, the responsiveness, the moment-to-moment gameplay. If they're going to be the ones that are helming it, I'm, how are the controls going to respond? you know, the movement, moment to moment combat, you know, where are we gonna land on all of that? And, you know, I don't want to like come out negative like straight off the rip, because like in my last video I'm so hyped about it, and I'm still hyped. Like, don't get me wrong, like I'm still hyped. I want this to be amazing, and I think that the only thing that will quell my fears is, you know, what is going to happen in regards to Jump Festa. So you know, we could have potentially a game that may not, that will look awesome. I mean, Gundam Versus looks really cool, so like it's gonna look awesome. That's not even a concern, but it may, like, the moment to moment gameplay may be something that will be left with us wanting more, and that really, really scares me, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to like not go full grave mode and just completely fucking run off the rails and start talking about how this game is gonna be fucking trash and how it's gonna break my heart because it's gonna be fucking trash, because I don't want to go that crazy with it. So let's talk about my hopes, and maybe I can start getting a little bit more excited, because it's okay. So my hopes is that, because I loved Rival Schools, like, I mean, I loved Rival Schools back in the day. It's an anime fighter from the PS1 era, in which you had these different high schools that had these rivalries, and if you picked, you could mix and match any team, which is cool, but it would kind of it would change the story a little bit, because whoever is the leader, I believe, is the one that you start taking their path through the story. So what I used to like to do was I would just get the same 3 classmates from the same high school, and then you would get a really long story, and it would they would interact with each different team depending on their relationship in the game, and then when you get to the end, like, you know, you have the full story of their high school. And I thought it was awesome. Like, you know, being a little kid playing it, I love that game, and I hope that they can pull from that a little bit. I know we're talking like, you know what, like almost 20 years ago that game was released, but I really hope that they pull some influences from that, fighting wise and story wise, and you know, just, you know, really kind of resurrect that feel that they gave in Rival Schools. I also hope that they pull from the Gunslinger Stratos, you know, feel and gameplay, because Shonen Games, the website that dropped the news, they did provide a gameplay video of Gunslinger Stratos, which I had no idea. I never even heard of this game, and I really hadn't heard of the, you know, Byking either. Like, that's why I think maybe they were under a different name back then. But Gunslinger Stratos, even though I've never played it, it looked cool. I could see where they could really, you know, capture the My Hero Academia feel in terms of movement. And they said that there's going to be destructible environments. Like, I'll try to put the tweet in the link below, so you can click on the tweet and then click on the link to see the gameplay and read the story. But I could see, you know, Deku using full cowling and running from rooftop to rooftop, and Bakugo flying around the stage using his explosion quirk, and Todoroki surfing on his ice, and, you know, I could see all that, and I was like, oh, you know, wow, this could be dope. Like, and again, I have the concerns with Gundam Versus only because, I didn't enjoy what they brought to the table. But if they pull from Gunslinger Stratos heavily, we already have a good template for a My Hero Academia game. And as long as the movement is over the top and ridiculously fun and responsive, because that is the key for me in this game. It's gonna have to be very responsive. We could still get a Ultimate Ninja Storm feel for the game, because that's originally, I think, where everyone's mind went when they saw the screenshots. They were like, oh shit, CyberConnect 2 was about to go off when they developed this game. And I was also even saying maybe Dimps might even be able to throw their hat into the ring. Now I know they're still doing Xenoverse content and like that's their main shit, but why not take a couple years or a year off of Xenoverse and get this My Hero game out and then come back full force with Xenoverse 3. But now that we know it's Byking, I'm really hoping that they focus on the gameplay, like focus on making the movement fast, furious, and fun. Focus on making the combat responsive and fighting based. Like, don't make it opportunity based, kind of like how it is in J-Stars. If you ever played J-Star Victory Versus, the fighting in that game, the only reason that game is cool is because we have a mashup of all our favorite shonen characters. Other than that, the fighting is, there's something to be desired there because it's opportunity based. Whoever hits who first, you're gonna get the person in the combo, and then you're almost basically controlling the fight from there. It kind of the same thing with Xenoverse and Ultimate Ninja as well, where it's like if you're getting the hit first, you're initiating the attack chain first, you're usually the one that's benefiting. And I want it to be a little bit more focused on fighting skill level and maybe put like a cool counter system in it, like a la DOA, like Dead or Alive, like have like a cool little counter system in it so that we have agency over our characters and it doesn't just feel like, oh, well, I got hit first, so let me just sit here and wait for this attack string to end, then I'll get up and be invincible and then I can start my attack string. I don't want that. They really should focus on trying to make the gameplay as responsive as possible and allow us to really create our own battles and not feel like we're kind of just being strung along, trying to really just exploit the loop instead of really trying to exploit your opponent. That is going to be key for me, and that segues into what I want to see at Jump Festa. Like, obviously we're gonna get a trailer that's gonna reveal the game, and I'm hoping that what we see is gonna blow us away. I don't want to see a lot of cutscenes. I need to see some gameplay. I need to see what they're trying to go for in terms of fighting, and if it all checks out, honestly, I'm still super fucking excited for this game, and I hope Byking all the best. Like, I hope that they really fucking nail this, because if they nail it, we will then be looking at a bunch of anime games coming out that are just gonna be fucking awesome. Now let's also talk about, they're saying that they're going to reveal a new One Piece game at Jump Festa, which is fucking yes, bro. Because the last couple One Piece games that came out, again, the fighting game, the straight up 1v1, or was it 1v1? I don't think so. I actually think it was 2v2. It was either 2v2 or 3v3. But the latest One Piece fighting game that came out, and then I think it was called, maybe it was called Pirate Warriors, or was it called Blood something? Blood. I can't remember, but the last two One Piece games, the Dynasty Warriors style One Piece game and the fighting One Piece games. Those last two One Piece games that came out were okay, you know, nothing to write home about. And again, the Dynasty Warriors one was pretty cool, but I just thought that they botched the art style. Like, they all looked really plasticky, kind of like toys, and I thought that was a complete misstep. Like, they should have went with the anime, you know, looks like they were hand-drawn art style. It would have served it much better. But again, the problem with the fighting game was, again, it was just like J-Stars, where it was like, who's gonna initiate the attack string first? Who's gonna be able to exploit that? And that's not, they had a bunch of cool mechanics in there that just didn't even fucking matter, because it's just like, oh, who's gonna hit who first? And I don't want that for One Piece either. Like, I would love to see a fighter style One Piece game, or even a Ultimate Ninja Storm style One Piece game. That would fucking be awesome. So I'm looking forward to that reveal, definitely 100%. And then, guys, Dragon Ball FighterZ beta date announcements. We will be getting those at Jump Festa. Like, they can't prolong it anymore. There's no sense in trying to hide it anymore, Bandai and Arc Systems. Like, let's just get the dates out there. My predictions for it is that it's going to be the first 2 weeks of January, so that they can kind of really get a stress test going. And I don't think it's going to go the full first 2 weeks of January, but I'm saying somewhere in the first 2 weeks of January, we will get the beta. And I think it's going to be mainly just to kind of stress test, because a lot of people are excited for this game, and, you know, get the online infrastructure, you know, optimized for when the game drops on December 26th for, you know, for America and Europe, and then I think February 2nd for Japan. Jump Festa is going to be, so we got Game Awards this week. I think Thursday this week, and then we have Jump Festa happening in, I believe, 2 weeks from now. So much. I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna do what I believe, what games will be revealed at the Game Awards. I might also, you know, give my predictions for each bracket in the Game Awards, who we think is going to win what. I might do that as well, but mainly I cannot wait for Jump Festa so we can see what Byking has in store for us, what route they're taking, and how much love and care they're going to put into this My Hero Academia One's Justice game. Please have a lot of heavy influence from Gunslinger Stratos, and also maybe pull from your older games, you know, kind of think about the way you're going to present the story to us and all that, which I'm sure they've already done at great length. I'm just hoping that a lot of their influence has nothing to do with Gundam Versus, because it just definitely didn't do anything for me. And again, like I reiterated, you know, Gundam is one of my favorite properties of all time, and they couldn't get me into it. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen again with My Hero, because that will be a travesty. And I will be, you know, I'll be heartbroken, to be completely honest, because I love My Hero Academia, and I'm hoping that they just fucking nail it. So guys, I'm wishing you the best. I'm giving you all my positive energy. I know I had to go in a little bit at the beginning of the video, but Byking, don't worry. I'm giving you all my positive energy. I am fucking hoping you guys fucking smash it out of the park, and just give us a fucking great trailer. Don't fucking just, you know, don't give us teasers. Just let us know what we are getting into when this game drops. Give us a juicy trailer that we can sink our teeth into. You know Grave is going to be reacting to that shit, hands down. Like, we already know. One Piece, please, like, I don't know who's developing the One Piece game. Hopefully that could be CyberConnect 2. That would be awesome if that could be CyberConnect 2. Like, whoever's, like, they could be the devs for One Piece. Like, that would be awesome. Let's make that happen. That would be fucking dope. And then those beta feels, bro. When the beta dates are revealed, like when that gets confirmed, people, the days I'm already planning. Once I know those dates, I am taking those days off. Period. Okay? So, what do you think, guys? Do you think that I'm overreacting with the reveal of the devs for My Hero Academia One's Justice? Do you think I have any valid points? Did you like Gundam Versus? Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about and I should really pick it up, because I love Gundam. So if I'm wrong about this, let me know. What do you think? Who do you think the dev is going to be for the One Piece game? What do you think the One Piece game is going to be like? When do you think the beta is going to be dropped? Do you think it's going to be the last couple weeks of December or the first couple weeks of January? All that and more, guys. Let me know down in the comments. Don't sugarcoat anything. If you think I'm being a fucking moron, let me know. We're trying to grow this channel. We're trying to do this at least 2-3 videos a week. I'm trying my best. I'm learning as I go. If you've been rocking with me from the beginning, I fucking appreciate you. If you're new here and you don't know what Grave is about, like, share, and subscribe. I got a bunch of videos that you can watch. And I'm here. I'm listening. Give me feedback. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what I can change, and if you think I'm doing a good job. All of that is appreciated. Again, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Beyond the Grave. Like, shameless plug again, like, share, and subscribe. And for more gaming, anime, and movies, stay tuned here on Grave TV. Have a good one. Grave's out. Peace.